great to see so many people out there today. The kids have been working really hard on this for, 4 weeks now?
Right.
4 weeks now. So this has been a long time coming, but we've waited over a year since we didn't get one last year. So for a lot of the kids, this is their first play, but they did awesome. They really knocked it out of the park. So before we begin, a couple of things is there is some audience participation in this play. So if they ask you a question, please feel free to answer. And I'd also like to thank so many people. There were so many people that helped in making this possible today, whether it was providing costumes, helping with makeup, working with the sound system. So thank you to everyone, and thank you all for being here as well.
And we hope you enjoy the performance. The kids have worked really very hard. And again, thanks to everybody for all the tremendous help you gave us. Are we ready to start? Let's begin.
Ladies and gentlemen,
welcome, welcome, welcome. Come one, come all. Step right up. Sit right down.
hear the greatest stories on earth.
Stories of faith.
Family. Greed. Magic. And bravery.
Stories to teach.
A dazzle. Amaze.
And entertain.
Where else better to hear these stories but here?
Under the Storytime Big Top.
Now, on with the show. Let us begin with our very own Big Top Band, the Bremen Town Musicians.
Ruff. Meow. Hee-haw. Ruff. Meow. Hee-haw. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. We weren't always the Big Top Band, you know. Before we came here, we were just three unhappy, unwanted animals. You see, it all started when my master came to me and said,
Dog, our firm have to let you go. You just ain't the dog you used to be. You're too old to run, you're too old to fetch, and you're certainly too old to hunt. Let's face it, you're pretty much good for nothing. So howling at the moon. I'm afraid you're gonna have to leave.
So I started down the road feeling a bit sorry for myself. Ain't the dog you used to be, good for nothing, except kept howling at the moon. Who wants to hear that? Who indeed? I bet a lot of people love to hear me howl. Arr! It might just be music to their ears. Everybody, give it a try. When I count to 3, let's all howl. 1, 2, 3. Arr! That was great. Howling is a lot like singing, don't you think? Say, that's what I'll do. I'll go into town and become a musician. I may be too old to run, fetch, or hunt, but I'm certainly not too old to sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Storytime Big Top Arena, the Brothers Gruff. Welcome, Baby Goat Gruff. Brother Goat Gruff, and the leader of the Brothers Gruff, Big Billy Goat Gruff. This family has spent their idyllic days
Nibbling, chomping, grazing
on green grass.
Aw, I'm tired of eating this grass. I want some of that grass.
How many times do I have to tell you? You need to be happy with the grass you have and stay over on this side of the bridge with your family.
But why? That grass looks perfectly safe to me. I don't see what the big deal is.
He doesn't see what the big deal is. Tell him what the big deal is, Big.
The big deal is just this grass is safe and that grass is dangerous. Goats that eat together, keep together.
Eat together, keep together. Got it.
Good.
Lucky us. We all get to eat safe grass. Safe, nasty grass. But if we have to be miserable, at least we're all miserable together.
Fine. You want some better grass? I'll go find us some better grass. Some better, safe grass.
Wow, what's his problem? Was it something I said?
You and your piggy eating, that's what's the problem.
I'm sorry if I have a sophisticated palate for fine flora. Call me a lawn specialist or a garden connoisseur.
Picky eater who talks too much. I'm going to see if Big needs help finding some greener pastures. And while I'm gone, you stick to eating the grass right where you are. Understand?
Okay, and if I go over there, I'll be happy to eat the grass where I am. Good taste and brains. What can I say?
Just then the troll who owns the bridge came home and saw the little goat. She was none too pleased.
Who is that standing on my bridge?
Who said that?
I did, the troll who owns this bridge. And since you want to cross over to the other side, you will have to pay to get across. It's a troll bridge, you know.
A troll bridge? Pay get across? But I don't have any money. I'm just a sweet little goat, weak from lack of food. I just want to nibble on that grass over there before I waste away off of malnutrition.
No money, no pass, no nibble.
Okay, Miss Greedy Pants, I've had just about enough of you and your troll bridge. I want some of the grass, so you need to let me pass.
I don't want any trouble. Pay the troll and you can pass over.
Oh, I can't pay you, but my brother sure can. Brother, give the troll some cash.
Why are you? You're supposed to stay on this side of the bridge. You better come home before Big comes, or you are in really deep trouble.
Okay, don't get your britches in a wad. Miss Troll, I need to get back home, so if you will just let me pass.
Look, kid, you already owe me for the first time you passed over. You can't cross over unless someone pays the troll.
She's right. Goats that eat together keep together. Besides, this grass is so much greener.
It does look greener and thicker, and
Are you coming over or not?
I'm coming over.
Then you got to pay to get across. Pay for yourself and your bratty brother.
About that, I only have enough to pay for one of us. But if you let me pass, I promise you our big brother will take care of everything.
Promise?
Goat's honor.
I'm getting too old for this job. All right, go across. I should have listened to my mom and become a dentist. Looking for your brothers? They're over here on the other side of the bridge.
What? What are they doing over there? You were clearly told to stay put on this side of the bridge.
Well, they didn't. They crossed over on the other side. And since I've been assured that you will want to cross over to him, you will have to pay to get across. I take local tricks and credit cards, of course.
I'm not paying any troll.
Then you can't cross over to them, and they can't cross over to you without paying a troll.
This side is just fine with me. In fact, I found a very nice meadow of grass just over that hill. I think I'll go over there instead. If they want to come home, they can figure out how.
You can't just leave us here.
What are we to do?
You found your grass, now eat it. Good day, Miss Troll.
Who's going to take care of us?
Forget the us. Who's going to take care of me?
What I want to know is who is going to be paying the troll? I gotta lie down.
This grass is nasty.
What?
You need to be satisfied with what you have.
Just because the grass on the other side is greener.
Doesn't mean it's better.
One day the hat lady was out selling her hats. Hats for sale, hats for sale. Get your hats. I got big hats, small hats, short hats, and tall hats. I've got hats for ones and hats for all. No hat too big, no hat too small. Woo! I've been selling hats all morning. I think I'll sit down and eat my lunch. So the hat lady sat down to eat her lunch. She didn't know it, but hidden in the bushes were a bunch of
Silly?
Willie, Circus,
Monkeys.
and as you know, monkeys love hats. So as the hat lady finished up her lunch,
The monkeys emptied her hat sack.
one by one, until every monkey in the bunch was wearing a hat. So the hat lady finished up her lunch and decided to go on her way. I'll be on my way. I'll grab my hats and... Hey! Where are all my hats? Do you know where my hats are? Yes. I just don't know where they could be. The hat lady looked all around for her hats. She looked left. The monkeys looked left. She looked right.
The monkeys looked right.
She looked up. The monkeys looked up. She looked in front of her. The monkeys looked down. The hat lady looked in the back of her. The monkeys looked in the back too. Hey! What do we have here? Those monkeys are wearing my hats. Me? What? Yes, you monkeys are wearing my hats. And I want them back. The monkey started to laugh and jump about. They had no intention of giving the hat lady back her hats. The hat lady was very upset. I am very upset. You monkeys are wearing my hats. Wait, I am very upset. You monkeys are wearing my hats and I want them back. If you don't give me back my hats I don't know what to do. If I don't get my hats back, I'll be out of business. What to do? Are they doing the same thing that I am? Yes. Let's see. Did they do that? Yes. Did they do that? Yes. If they're doing the same thing that I might have an idea to get my hats back. Just watch. Using your brain is better than using your brawn. Being a monkey may be fun and all that,
But think for yourself, don't copycat.
there you are! Stand tall and stand proud. Be a smart monkey, don't follow the crowd.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. What a beautiful day for leaving home. The sun is shining, the birds are tweeting, and I'm in the mood for singing. London Bridge is falling. London Bridge is falling. Why, hello there, Miss Cat. Why so sad?
I am worthless, completely worthless. The mice don't even bother running away anymore. Do you know how humiliating it is? My mistress says that if I cannot earn my keep, I'll just have to leave. Oh, how depressing.
Now, there's no need to sing the blues. Wait a minute, I'm going to talk to a musician, and I want you to come with us. Why, with our talent, we are sure to be a success.
Do you really think so?
I know so.
Okay, on our way to town to become musicians.
One afternoon in the jungle, the Lion Queen was settling down for an afternoon nap.
I just love a good afternoon nap.
It wasn't long before a little mouse came along the path. She was also looking for a place to take an afternoon nap. I just love a good afternoon nap. This rock looks like a good place to take a nap and snuggle up. effort. Far too boaty. I may even give you a fur ball. No, I'd be better service to you alive than snack. What service could you do to me? You are far too little to be any service to me. Oh, that's not true. I may be little, but I can do a lot. Let me go and you'll see how helpful I can be. All right. Go on and let me get back to my afternoon nap. Go on. Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. You'll see one day I will repay the favor. And with that, the mouse ran quickly away. Going on my hat. Going on my hat. Shh. Be very quiet. We're hunting lions. Let's go get the truck. When the mouse heard the lion's cry, she arrived. And when she arrived, she knew just what to do. Don't worry, Your Majesty. I know just what to do. Oh, little mouse, thank goodness you are here. We got the lion. We got the lion. Hurry, here they come. Let's get this lion loaded. Well, friend, I was right in letting you go, but I was wrong in doubting you. Forgive me? Forgiven! Being little doesn't mean you can't lend a hand. And when you are nice to others, they will be nice to you, shall we?
Happy birthday to you. We sound great together. I'm so glad you decided to come along.
Me too. Who knew I had such talent? What does that sound?
Do you guys hear that sound?
Yeah. Where do you think it's coming from?
From the donkey? Let's go see. Gee, donkey, why are you crying?
Things can't be that bad.
Oh, yes, the king. Things are just awful. My master's going to sell me off.
Sell you off? But why?
Because I am worthless. Completely worthless. I can't do anything. I can't do things anymore. I can't even give pony rides. I can't even pull the plow. I can't even do anything. I'm good for nothing.
Good for nothing? My foot, that's what our masters told us too. And we are not good for nothing. In fact, we are quite exceptional singers.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That was wonderful. I wish I could sing like that.
You can do whatever you put your mind to. Come on, give it a try.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. That was beautiful.
Donkey, we are on our way to town to become musicians, and we want you to come with us.
That's the nicest thing anybody have ever asked me. I would love to. In a nearby village, there lived a fisherman and his lovely wife, Ethel.
What are you looking at?
Now, the fisherman was quite happy with his life. He lived in a great village.
What's so great about it?
He had a great boat.
That little thing? Are you crazy?
And, of course, a loving wife.
Back off, fish boy. You smell.
What more could he ask for? One day, he came home from a full day of fishing and said,
Hello, dear. You'll not believe the amazing time I had fishing today.
What could be so amazing about being out in a stinking ocean, in a stinking boat, catching stinking fish?
The ocean was beautiful, the boat was comfortable, and the fish, well, the fish were swimming around like dancers under the waves.
Well, just how many of these dancers did you catch for our supper, mister? You would not believe the wonderful time I had fishing today.
Oh, I didn't catch any, not today.
Not today, not yesterday, not ever. What kind of fisherman are you? You go right back out and catch me a fish. And if you don't catch a fish, don't bother coming home.
So the fisherman did as his sweet wife asked. He got back out into his little boat and went fishing. It had not been long before I felt a tug on his line.
I have a tug on my line.
He gave his line a strong pull and up popped a beautiful fish. It was the most beautiful fish the fisherman had ever seen.
I seem to have gotten tangled in your line. Do you suppose you cut me free?
You talk.
Most magical fish do. Now, if you would be a good fisherman and let me go, I will grant you a wish.
Oh no, that won't be necessary. I will cut you free. But if I cut my line, I won't be able to catch any fish. And if I don't catch any fish, I can't go home. My wife is a bit angry with me. Oh well.
If it is fish you need, it is fish you shall have. And if you should ever need anything, just call for me.
How should I call for you?
Just yell, "Oh, magical fish from the waves of the sea, oh, magical fish, come to me." Now thank you and goodbye.
When the fisherman arrived home, he was still amazed at this happening. He said,
Hello dear, you'll not believe the amazing time I had fishing today.
Well, I see you caught a fish. That's amazing.
That's just it. I didn't catch these fish at all.
Oh, I suppose they just jumped right into your boat.
Don't be silly, wife. Of course I didn't just jump into my boat. A magical fish gave them to me.
A magical fish. Have you lost your mind? There is no such thing as a magical fish.
Oh yes there is. She became tangled in my line and offered me a wish if I would let her go.
Well, what did you wish for? Money, jewels, a new house, what?
I didn't ask for anything. I just let her go. And in return, she gave me these fish. Very nice of her, don't you think?
Nice. She ripped you off. She owes you a wish, now you go right back out there and get it.
But I already have everything I want.
You might have everything you want, but I sure don't. Ask for a bigger house with a fence and a maid. Go on.
so the fisherman got back out into his little boat and called for the magic fish.
Oh, magical fish from the waves of the sea. Oh, magical fish, come to me.
Soon the magic fish appeared.
You called me, little fisherman. How may I help you?
Well, I told my sweet wife of our meeting, and she insisted that I be granted my wish. She says she wants a bigger house with a fence and a maid.
Go home. The wish has been granted.
With that, the fish disappeared into the foamy water. When the fisherman arrived home, he could not believe his eyes. There in front of him was a big house, a white picket fence, his wife, and a maid. Surprisingly, his wife did not look very happy.
This just won't do. I can't have a maid dressed better than I am. You go back and tell that fish that I desire better clothes and more servants. It's the least she can do. Go on.
So the fisherman got back out into his little boat and called for the magic fish.
Oh, magical fish from the waves of the sea. Oh, magical fish, come to me.
Soon the magic fish appeared.
You called me, little fisherman. How may I help you?
I am so sorry to bother you again, but my darling wife wishes better clothes and a maid.
Go home. The wish has been granted.
With that, the fish appeared into the dark ocean. When the fisherman arrived home, he could not believe his eyes. There in front of him was his wife dressed in a beautiful gown and even more servants. Surprisingly, his wife did not look very happy.
This just won't do. I can't dress like this and live in a dinky house like that. You go back and tell that fish yours that I desire a castle and even more servants. It's the least she can do. Go on.
So the fisherman got back out into the little boat and called for the magic fish.
Oh, magical fish from the waves of the sea. Oh, magical fish, come to me.
Soon the magic fish appeared.
You called for me again, little fisherman. How may I help you this time?
I am so very sorry to bother you again, but my kind wishes for a castle and even more servants.
Go home. The wish has been granted.
With that, the fish disappeared into the dark water. When the fisherman arrived home, he could not believe his eyes. There in front of him was a huge castle, his wife, and even more servants. Surprisingly, his wife did not look very happy.
This just won't do. I can't dress like this, live in a castle like that, and not be a queen. You go back to that fish and tell her I desire to be queen, and even more servants. It's the least she can do. Go on.
So once again, he got back out into his little boat and called for the magic fish.
Oh, magical fish from the waves of the sea. Oh, magical fish, come to me.
Soon the magic fish appeared.
You called for me. You called for me again, little fisherman. What is it that you need this time?
It is not for me I have made these wishes. It is for my loving wife, and nothing, it seems, will ever make her happy.
And about your wife, I do not think she's sweet, darling, or kind. I think she's greedy. You are the one who set me free. So what is it that you want from life?
Me? All I want from life is an ocean full of fish, a nice little boat, and a wife to love me.
Go home. The wish has been granted.
And with that, the fish disappeared into the dark ocean, never to be seen again. When the fisherman arrived home, he could not believe his eyes. There was no big castle, no large house, and no servants. Just his little cottage up by the sea. Just then, he heard a sweet voice say,
"Welcome home, my good husband. I am so glad you have returned. Supper is on the table, and I long to hear about your day."
When someone does something kind for you, repay the favor by doing something kind for them.
Ask for too much and you may end up with nothing.
"We will show Lauren who's boss. If she thinks she can get away this time, she's got another thing coming. We will catch her and her little friends."
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns.
What is that?
Does it sound like any animal I've ever heard?
It sounds like ghosts to me. Let's get out of here. Who cares about that one anyway? I want my mommy.
Well, here we are, right on the edge of town. What now?
The circus! We could play for the circus!
And that is how we came to be here. We heard the...
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on.
Come on.
Step right up.
Sit right down.
hear the greatest stories on earth.
Here under the Storytime Big Top. The end.
And that concludes our play. I'll leave this group up here for a few minutes for those of you who want to take pictures. Thank you all for coming, and thanks to the supporters and the school staff and everyone else who helped make this possible. Thanks again.
I'm smiling at your grandma. Smile at her. Smile at your grandma.